up, amigos? I hope you guys are doing well today, and welcome back to another video. And I know some of you are probably saying, Tramp, what the heck are you riding? You just bought a bagger. Yeah, so what? I mean, what are you supposed to do when you go out into the garage and you got a perfectly nice, comfy, rolling couch of an electric glide, and then you got a chopper sitting right next to it? You want to decide, what in the world am I going to ride today? Perfectly good stock motorcycle, or a motorcycle that's full of ghosts and it's very sketchy? You're right. I'm on the death trap of a motorcycle. It's like when I get on this thing, it's like I'm on a mission for the common good, for all of those who will throw their leg over their two-wheeled machine and grab it by the buckhorns and ride it to their inevitable end. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it sounded cool. Anyway, we are headed over to Mike Bruno's North Shore Harley Davidson, Slidell, Louisiana, and we are going to go and check out and review the most infamous of all Harley Davidsons out there amongst the consumers who are not millennials. And why am I going to do that? Well, I'm just curious, you know. It's another one of those things where you can have an opinion, but yet have absolutely no experience about what you have an opinion of. So why not see what this thing is all about? After all, I think that's fair enough. Why not have an experience with it and then form an opinion, okay? And so until we get there, I'll see you guys there. And there it is, like I was saying, the most infamous of the Harley Davidson lineup amongst the consumers who are not millennials. Yes, it is the one and only, the, well, call it what you want it, but it is what it is, the Harley Davidson LiveWire. Anyway, just for the heck of it, they're gonna let me ride around on it, and I'm just gonna give my honest opinion, and really not even just an opinion, just the facts about this thing right here. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys remember Zach.
How's it going?
Zach, what in the world am I going to, what can I expect out of this thing?
It's not going to be like anything you've ridden in the past for sure. The acceleration's super fun. It's very light and nimble. It handles well through curves. But mostly it's just not like anything you've ever ridden before.
You're familiar with the crotch rocket world or sport bike world. Is it more like that?
More no than yes. Maybe a little bit in the riding position where your feet place your feet, but it's really not the same because there's no, you know, you're always in the power band. There's no torque curve. You hit it and it's ready.
So it's more than just not having no clutch handle or not even hearing the motor running.
It's instant power every time.
Instant power, okay.
That's where you keep your charging station.
So you plug this thing into that machine over there?
Well, no. So this is an at-home station.
Okay.
So this you just plug into any old outlet that you've got in your house.
Oh, okay.
And then this end pops into the bike right here. So this is, it's just a regular 110 plug. You don't need anything special. And it's, you push and then, yep, you got it. So that's just so you always have it with you, you know?
Okay.
Because of the range on this thing, you definitely don't want to leave it at home.
So what kind of range does this thing have?
On the highway, if you're just blasting, you're only going to get about 99 miles, roughly about 100. With the regenerative braking system it has, if you're in stop-and-go traffic, you get some of the back, you'll do about 150 miles.
Okay, I got you.
So this is going to be your regular ignition switch. This will actually start the bike. You've got your turn signals left and right. This will turn traction control on and off. And you've got a cruise control, but that's about the bulk of it. Everything else is just going to operate the menu screen.
What's this right here? What's this telling me right here?
So this is telling you that you have to raise the kickstand to start the bike. That's what it's telling you. All right, so when you do take the bike off the kickstand and you hit the run switch, there will be very, very little indicators that the bike is on, other than the speedometer will say 0 miles an hour. That's really your only indicator there.
All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, Zach's giving me a space. Let's see what happens when I hit the throttle. Oh gosh! This doesn't feel like a motorcycle, this thing feels like a missile. Hey man, this thing just scared the crap out of me. I didn't do anything wrong. But golly, this is not a motorcycle, man. It's a freaking missile.
I mean, it's a power switch, man.
Yeah, it's just freaking nuts.
And you'll notice that if you close the throttle, it'll bring you almost all the way to a stop. It's a regenerative power, you know, you get some of that back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. No trying to get up to speed. No really revving on anything. I tell it, go 50, it says, sure, boom, we're there. Whoa. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care if you got a 107, a 114, a 124, a 131, this thing will eat the lunch of anybody who owns one of those bikes. But because we gotta behave, we're on city streets, you know, we gotta play it safe, you know, safety third. But what in the world are you gonna do when you got all this kind of torque and horsepower? I will say this is a lot of fun to ride. It would make a very good commuter bike, get you from point A to point B. You know, the facts are, we get about 90 some miles to a full charge, I'm about to say full tank, you know, on the interstates, and about 150 miles, as Zach was telling me, on the city streets and stuff like that. Certainly not a road trip bike, but when it comes to torque and horsepower, it is a force to be reckoned with.
More like a sport bike than a traditional Harley. I have been telling the service department for months now we need to put apes on one of these.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Apes and forwards and just see what happens, but
yeah,
they haven't taken me seriously.
I do feel like I got better control of the bike when I'm sitting like this.
Yeah, I mean, you can handle it more efficiently, but overall comfort, it's not there for the long haul. But it's not intended for that.
I don't care if you got a 107, a 114, a 124, a 131. This thing will eat the lunch of every single one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even a fair fight to put one of those up against this. You need another one of these against another one of these to make it interesting, I guess. It is definitely a different breed. It's a different animal.
Really, it's not a bad bike on the highway, but it shines on a commuter situation or, you know, backcountry roads where you can really find some curves. Right. So, you know, it definitely wasn't intended to be an all-purpose highway bike, but
it's definitely a tail of the dragon type motorcycle for sure.
It'd be a lot of fun there. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, all those curves, you'd be able to get up to speed very quickly before the next turn. That's for sure.
Well, other than back roads and back highways and city streets and going around the turns, what's this thing do on the interstate? Okay. This is freaking crazy. This thing has no issues with catching up with traffic, and these Brembo brakes, or however you say that, are definitely a must on something like this. But this is a beast. This is a powered machine. This bike is something that will definitely change your world. If you're into sport bikes, that is. Now, I know you guys who have been around a long time, rode Harley Davidsons all your life. I know how you feel. I know what you think. I wouldn't even be surprised if I got a lot of thumbs down for this. But this is what it is. You got to give it credit for what this thing is. I mean, it's an electric motorcycle, and it's very well built. It's very well put together. I mean, it's all business when it comes to performance. And if you want it as a commuter bike, it's perfect for that.
Thumbs up or down?
It just is what it is, man. You can't really compare it to something like that. It's just a whole nother animal. It's just different. You can't stack it up against one of these.
Got to be able to hear mine. I got to get, man, I'd love to chat and find out all about it, but I got to go. Talk to your wife just about the whole time. I know all about you working on motorcycles and all that stuff.
Oh, you do, huh? All right. Well, hey, that's my YouTube channel. That's the link to my channel right there, so you can go check out what I do. This will be on YouTube.
Tell me all about. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
All right.
Most certainly will.
That was an experience that I did not foresee playing out like it did. I mean, talk about torque. You can say what you want about the LiveWire, about the idea of an electric motorcycle. It may not be your speed. It's definitely not my speed. It's just a whole nother animal. You cannot stack that thing up against a regular motorcycle because they are not the same machine. I mean, they're not even from the same planet. I mean, yeah, made by Harley Davidson, but you're comparing bananas with peanuts when you do that. And if you're in the area, feel free to check out Mike Bruno's North Shore Harley Davidson in Slidell, Louisiana, if you're looking for a good bike. They have a good inventory of used motorcycles, and they've got a lot of new stuff. And no, they're not paying me to say this. It's just the truth. They will work with you. They won't tell you what you want. They won't tell you what you need. They will listen to you, and they will treat you like an individual because they will not treat you like a dollar sign. I know that from experience. Very good people. But anyway, here comes the cliche. If you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some thumbs down for this one. And if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe for more content coming up. And like I always say, I have no idea what I'm going to film next, but I will try to keep it interesting. So you guys keep the rubber side down, and you be good to yourselves, and thanks a lot.